Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Folks, we have a question that Nintendo will seemingly never answer, which is, when is Smash 6 coming out? We talk about it today. Folks, welcome to the Mario Matter, episode 176. I am your host, Nintendo Switch 2 YouTuber EmSwizzle. We have a great show for you. We're going to go over some Nintendo news first. We got some big stuff there, then dive into Smash 6 stuff, all that talk, then a little Q&A at the end. And our guest, Pear, how's it going?
Hello, I'm going great, man. I'm excited to be on here.
Let's freaking go. I've been wanting to get you on for some time. I don't really know why I didn't do it sooner, but it's happening now. Can't complain. So yeah, it's awesome to have you on. So I'm happy about this.
Let's go. I'm a big Nintendo guy. I've played Nintendo games all my life, so I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, we have some big breaking news. I don't know if you know this, but like before today, we didn't really have that much. So we were going to talk about like a Donkey Kong Country Returns update. Have you played that game?
Donkey Kong Country Returns, no, but the soundtrack is crazy.
Fire. It's great.
Yeah.
So Thursday, sorry to cut you off. I just wanted to. Thursday, we got a bunch of new Nintendo news, all surrounding Mario Wonder. We got some random stuff announced. I just want to dive in. Let's get your opinions, your takes. There's some wild stuff. Let's dive in. So the big topic, aside from our Smash Bros. Topic, is we got a release date for the Super Mario Bros. Wonder DLC, which we knew about. I'm not sure if you saw this. I just, on a scale of 1 to 10, Pear, how tapped in are you to the Nintendo stuff?
I'd say like a good 8. Like, I love Nintendo, man.
Cool.
I'm excited for this. I loved Wonder. I loved the orange badges you get throughout the game that give you different powers. I was a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited, man. Is this free?
So this is not free, and we will get to that because there's a little bit of outrage. So the Switch 2 Edition DLC, we have all the details revealed. I'll run through the big part of it pretty quickly. So the main thing is, like, there's just a whole lot of more things to do. So the big thing, there's this new Attraction Central area, and there's two parts of it. One, if you're going to be playing with people who are local to you, like in the same room. One, if you're playing with online friends. And everything in this plaza is it's kind of like mini games in Mario Wonder. So there's this Toad Brigade training camp, they're calling it, where you can go and play with friends and play courses that are in the main game, but do challenges in them, like collect all 45 coins in 1 minute or something like that. Like, there are little challenges in courses that are actually in the game. You can do things like that with this DLC. There's a bunch of other quote-unquote attractions, they're calling them. Just a bunch of like mini games and challenges and just fun random stuff. But in terms of like the actual update and DLC and Switch 2 Edition and what they're adding and all this stuff, there's a new assist mode, which is basically, if it's baby's first 2D platformer, you don't die if you fall in a pit. They take you out of it. You don't take damage. You're chilling there. Rosalina's being added, which is cool. And there's also a Luma character that somebody can use. And I wouldn't even say like you're playing the game if you're playing as Luma. You're just kind of like guiding the Luma to like kill off certain enemies. You can use the mouse feature for that. So
that's cool.
You're kind of like a backseater, just like killing enemy. It's just like, if you're not good but you want to play sort of deal. And then the other big thing, before I get your thoughts and finally shut up, the 7 Koopalings are back from the previous Mario games. Can I name them all? Larry, you might have to help me if I can't get this. If
Lenny,
Larry, Roy, sorry,
no, not Lenny, Wendy's
one of them. Lemmy.
Ludwig.
Morton. And who's World 5? Iggy. That's 7.
Let's go.
Let's freaking go. That's 7. All right, so they're all back. And how they're back is there seems to be one per Mario Wonder world. And let's say that I go to World 1, maybe Larry's hiding there. And you go throughout the levels and find where he's at. And essentially, this bird character helps you find them, and you just go and kick their butt in the level, I guess is basically all it is. You go and attack them, and It's just more Easter eggs. It's just reason to keep playing the game over and over. And then finally, before I shut up and we'll get your thoughts, there is a new power-up. We don't know what it's called, but we saw Mario in this little dandy flower outfit, and he can throw flowers. Apart from
That's a big deal. New power-up is a big deal.
It seems to be. Before we get to the rest, the price, the other things announced, thoughts on this DLC before you know the price?
I'm going to open this up with a take, a crazy hot take, actually.
Tell me.
You know what? I think I think one of the best Mario games is New Super Mario Bros. Wii. I'm just going to say.
I would agree.
And the reason I love that game so much, man, is because I think it has some of the best couch co-op play you can get in video games. You know, just picking people up and throwing them around. I feel like that's super awesome. The team ground pound. And I feel like Wonder, when you couldn't pick people up and like troll people, I was a little disappointed. But the fact that they're adding more like co-op stuff is great. I feel like Wonder did need that.
I feel like, I mean, after I beat the game in October of 2023, I never went back to it. So I feel like this is very much so needed. What I don't understand is like, why is something like assist mode not there on day one? That I don't know. Like, it's just, they're adding some great stuff, like this extra content, these new mini games and stuff, these new attractions they're calling them. But it's just like some things here, like Rosalina. I mean, maybe that can be DLC. So I feel like we should have had some of this day one. 2 years later, 3 actually.
New Super Mario Bros. U had Nabbit. That's kind of like assist mode.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, and they had.
I think like falling into a pit, getting saved. I feel like that's a little too much as well. I mean, I know you got kids, but like, I feel like there's some type of like lesson you got to teach the kids. You got to get good.
Right. Yeah. And they will not be getting good. You can't pick them up and throw them off the edge. These kids today won't know. They'll have no idea. But so here's like I don't know, you call it shocking. I think that we knew this would be paid, of course, but you know, some Switch 2 editions, you've seen Animal Crossing come out $5. You've seen Zelda $10, but then you've seen things like Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby be $20. This is a $20 DLC. Based on just what we've read, is this at all fair, do you think?
I think it should have been 10, man. I think, I don't know, man. No, should have been 10.
I agree, and here's why. I think that all this stuff in here can be worth $20, but the problem is we've seen like free updates in the past add in this sort of stuff, as in like Rosalina, as in assist mode. We've seen free updates add some of this stuff in, but they're just taking that stuff and putting it with things that could be paid and saying, all right, because we're adding this all together, it's gonna be $20. I think that the attractions, the minigames, $10, and then like the Rosalina assist mode, the new power, like these could have been just free updates like last year, you know, like, but they can put it all together and be like, $20. I don't know. I will pay for it. It's going to be fun. I'm excited for it to come out. I just think 20 is a little bit steep there.
Yeah, I feel like there's a trend of like kind of releasing incomplete games and then completing them, but with a price tag.
Right.
I gotta glaze another one of my favorite Mario games, 3D World. I think that was a very complete game. Yeah. And then they did Bowser's Fury, which is like a whole nother game on top of that. That was cool. You know, because like you didn't really add anything to the original game because it was complete.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what's worse than the price? If you scroll down to like these notes I've given you, can we look at the box art of the Switch 2 edition?
No,
this is just hideous.
First off, the huge description at the bottom.
I hate it. Why?
Not a fan.
Oh, I mean, it's probably mandatory. I would assume, or else why would you have that there?
Do not consume.
Oh man, I was gonna consume it day one. Oh god. Oh boy. But like also just this split screen like box art where it's like the top is like the Mario Wonder cover and like the bottom is the DLC. I just hate how this looks. I'm not a fan at all. But that's what it looks like. That'll be $80. Yep.
It looks like one of those cheap like 2-in-1 games where like the Game Boy Advance.
Right. Yeah. They're like going back to those days. I will say this though. We got a couple things announced. I think the highlight or the low light, it depends who you are and what your budget is, what your interests are. We got 3 new amiibo announced, Pear. And the big 2026, almost a decade after Toys to Life is over, like Skylanders and all that. Oh my gosh, we're still going here. I'll run through what they are and we'll talk about them. We got 1, Elephant Mario and a pipe. We got number 2, Captain Toad and Talking Flower. I have some more thoughts on that. And Poplin and Prince Florian. These are all amiibo that are coming out, I believe, the exact same day. Do you still buy these amiibo, Pear? Like, do you buy amiibo? Do you have any?
I love amiibo. But the thing is, man, like once I have Silver Mario, which I actually think is kind of a rare one.
That's cool.
But once I have one character, I'm done. And I think I do have the 2 Cloud ones because I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII nerd. Mm-hmm. But like, I'm not gonna buy Elephant Mario. I'm not gonna buy Captain Toad. Talking Flower, like Talking Flower.
That's kind of cool.
That's not bad. But like, I think the problem is there's just so many variations. I could have wasn't there already a Captain Toad amiibo? No,
I don't think there. I think people are like making a big deal that there hasn't been one, and we finally got one now.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird, and I want to talk about this. So, I'm a Captain Toad lover. Have you played Captain Toad? Are you at all familiar?
So the only Captain Toad I've played is in the mini games in 3D World.
Right,
those are peak.
Yeah,
but like I haven't played the actual game.
I've been asking for a Captain Toad sequel for so long. They showed this Captain Toad thing in the trailer, and they had a remixed version of the Captain Toad theme. You better not. Listen, I'm convinced Captain Toad 2 is coming, and I'm here for it. I don't know when it's gonna be. I don't know if this is it. If this is like the final, Captain Toad life in the Mario series. I'm here. Give me Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 2. I'll buy the amiibo. We're chilling. I'm ready for it. But what I am not ready for is the price of these amiibo, Pear. We don't have an official announcement as of Thursday night, but maybe Friday it'll come. They're said to be around $22 for amiibo. Is that fair?
Wow. I thought they used to be like $15.
They did. Like everything used to be 15. Like even Skylanders and all that were like $15. Now, I mean, well, here's what I'm thankful for. If they are $22 or right in that range, whatever, in the US, I'm just thankful. Did you see that they had some amiibo, like the Kirby Air Riders amiibo? Did you see that those were like $50? Those are $50 each.
I didn't see amiibo. That.
That's insane. And then we had a couple others. Oh, I'm now losing it. The Mario Galaxy ones that are coming. I think those were like $40. So I'm just glad it's not up there. And maybe it is up there. We don't have an official announcement, but I have seen like some Canadian prices from weird retailers. They say like $30 Canadian, so 22-ish US. I'm just glad it's not 40. That I'll take, because otherwise it would have been way too much. I don't know. That's just me.
I agree. I kind of want to like foreshadow, watch to the end, guys.
Right.
Elephant Mario. I also have another tag about Elephant Mario.
Okay.
This is Smash related, man. I think Mario, the way he is done in Smash Bros. Is terrible. But we'll talk about that later.
Yes, we will. Thank you for setting up my retention graph. Oh, I appreciate it. Let's freaking go. Last bit of Mario Wonder talk. No pun intended. We knew. We got word of this in the last Nintendo Direct in September of 2025. Nintendo, for the Mario's 40th anniversary, is releasing a talking flower product. It is a speaker that looks like a talking flower, and he just spits out phrases all day long. We have details on this, a release date, and a price. So, the talking flower product that you may have heard of before, if you haven't, it's on screen for our video listeners. This is $35. It releases March 12th. I got my pre-order in. I'll tell you that. Do you have yours in?
Okay, listen. I think this is funny.
It's cool.
I think this is funny, but I also think why are they trying to make this talking flower guy a mainstay in the Mario franchise?
I
hate him.
He's a positive
But this
fella.
is funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. I'll take this flower. I'll put it in my room. He's not gonna shut up. That's fine. But there's actually some like pretty cool things that it does. So number one, it talks about twice an hour. Pear, if you had this in your room and he talks twice an hour, are you keeping him on or are you turning him off?
I am turning him off. I would not be able to focus.
I wish that there were like settings, like, once every 4 hours or like once every minute, something like that. I would love a little adjustable dial. We don't have that, but you can mute it, which is good. So if there's just a day where you're like, all right, I'm focusing, you can mute it. So that is a plus. Here are two things I did not expect that I'm like, wow, I can't believe this is even a part of this talking flower. It knows the time of day, so it'll say things based on if it's morning or nighttime. So it'll be like, good morning, or like, time to wind down if it's like nighttime. That's cool.
I like that.
And it can also detect the room temperature of all things. So if it's freezing, which I don't know how this will work, because if it's freezing outside, you likely have your indoor temperature up to like a pretty comfortable temperature.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be freezing in your house because it's freezing outside. So it can detect the room temperature. And in the trailer, it could say things like, ooh, it sure is chilly or whatever. It said room temperature. It'd make more sense if it could check the outdoors, but like that would just require you putting in your location. And like, I don't know if this talking flower is that complex. So I don't know. But yeah, for what it's worth, they can detect room temperature and say things based on that. If its batteries are low, it'll say, oh, my batteries are low. What even are batteries? Like, it's a fun guy. He's $35. He releases March 12th. After I said all this, Pear, have I sold you on the talking flower?
Here's the thing. No, but
Okay.
I do think this is a missed opportunity. I think if Nintendo collabed with like Amazon and did like a talking flower Alexa,
That'd be amazing.
that would have gone so hard. Like talking flower, turn the lights off. Like
Yeah.
if it can tell the time, why is there no clock?
Right. I would love, like, they even did it. It's probably more on the Illumination side, not Nintendo, but they did like a Mario movie Alexa collab.
Yeah.
Something like that. I actually like that. If you could be like, hey, talking flower, turn off the lights, and then he's like, okay, have a great rest. Like, it'd be great. But this guy's just gonna say random stuff. If I put it in my room, I probably won't like be there all day. I don't know. And like if you're on call with a friend and he just shouts out like, I wonder what Goombas taste like. Like, it's like, how do you begin to explain that? I don't know. This guy's gonna be a little bit concerning, but I will gladly have him in my room. I don't mind it. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead. Next topic. We can run through this a little quicker. Nintendo teased a Mario Kart Luigi Lego set. Did you see this, Pear? Listen,
I did not.
Sorry to like ask a question and then keep going. I don't know if it was Mario Day or what. I mean, golly, the amount of Mario announcements today were just weird. Sorry. My question was, did you see this? If you did, do you have any thoughts?
I did not, but I love Lego, and I know like Pokemon is also doing something with Lego this year.
Yes,
So I think this is cool. This is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. So it was a very simple teaser trailer. It was like, so we have a Mario Kart Lego set already. It's Mario and his cart. Very, very simple set. All it was Mario and his little cart, and then he looked to his right, and you can see like Luigi's ear and like part of his green cap. And so it's assumed that he's going to get his own Mario Kart set. So that's all it is. We don't know price. I imagine it'll be the exact same. We don't know nothing else. Just that. Got a little tease there. Very short, very simple. It'll be on screen for our video listeners. Aside from that, I mean, you can look forward to a Luigi Mario Kart set. Do you have any like Nintendo Lego, Pear?
Unfortunately, I don't. I'm kind of boring. I used to love Lego as a kid, but I haven't bought them because I here's my thing. I would buy it and I think this is so cool, and then I would never actually build it.
Yes,
because I'm too busy.
Right. It's either you don't actually build it or you do build it, and like the problem is, all right, what now, sort of thing. It's like you put it on a shelf. It looks cool, but if you keep buying Lego, it's like, where do I put all this? It's a rough situation. And they're also just like very expensive. Like this is not going to be under, I'm going to look up right now. How much was the Mario Kart Lego set? Because I didn't buy it. I just wouldn't know this.
Because I know the Pokemon, like one of the Pokemon ones, the really big one is going to be like $700.
Right. Yeah. That one's crazy. We talked about it last week. That one's like, I mean, it makes sense. There's 7,000 pieces, but I don't know who's buying that. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know who's buying that.
Yeah.
So the Mario Kart, the one that we have now, the Lego, is $170. So what? Like you buy a $170 Lego set and then you just have it sit around forever? I don't know. It's cool. It's just expensive, you know?
Yeah.
It's 2,000 pieces though. So that's not bad.
Ooh, that is pretty good.
So, I mean, this is assuming that Luigi is going to be the exact same type of set. But yeah, apart from that, little tease, nothing much. Then we get to our final piece of news, the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD free update. Very cool, isn't it, Pear? I mean, this is the best news of the week.
Free update's always good. Like, this is great, man.
So, very simple. The game is in enhanced resolution. That's nice. Load times are faster. Those two, of course, if you're playing on Switch 2. Then Dixie Kong has been added. You can play with Dixie Kong if you're, in single player. She can be on DK's back. If you're in multiplayer co-op, you can have player 1 be Donkey Kong, player 2 be Dixie Kong. And then there's a new turbo attack mode where basically you can be playing all these levels, but in a time lapse. It's sped up and you have to beat the level in a certain amount of time. So like you're moving quick, you're on a timer. It's kind of cool. It's a cool little mode. But here's my problem, like with the Mario Wonder thing. So okay, look, they just added turbo attack, Dixie Kong. So how come when Mario Wonder adds Rosalina in assist mode, it's paid? It makes no sense.
Also, like they've done the sped up thing. That's kind of like what Luigi U is, right?
Right. Yeah. It's like a shorter, faster, more chaotic type of mode. Yeah.
Yeah. And that was also another soul of the game. Like Donkey Kong gets free. That's awesome.
Right. And I'm not complaining about the Donkey Kong side of things. I'm just like, what? You added these two things. We're paying for those things in the Mario Wonder, DLC. That's weird to me. And to announce those two in the same week are also kind of weird. That's all I have to say. I would recommend Donkey Kong to you, though. Donkey Kong Country Returns. I would recommend. It is $60 on the Switch, but if you get that Wii version, you can do a little dolphin emulate. You can do the.
I've considered playing Donkey Kong Country like 1 and 2, the original.
Yeah, those are good too. Although they might send you to therapy is the only problem. They're a little hard.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately,
yeah. Old platformers are like I used to play Crash Bandicoot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really hard game too.
Yeah, all those back in the day. Like there's even some, I think, like Aladdin or something. They're all tough. But this is out now. I did forget to add one thing. The Mario Kart World got an update. They added like team knockout tours. I forgot to add that on here. That's my.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that's very exciting.
So that's cool. I mean, I don't know how much I'll use that, but it's another example of like Nintendo adding things that should have been there day one, but they added it like way later. Sucks. I don't know. It's weird to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's good though. I mean, free update.
I'll take it. I just wish we had it day one because I don't know what we're doing adding things like bro. If they keep this pace up and they keep adding random stuff, the game in 6 more years is going to be way different than the game that we had day one. I don't love it. It's cool if you're doing like a Fortnite thing where like there is no next game. You're just adding. I feel like Mario Kart World should have most of its content day one and add a DLC later. Not just this free update sprinkle of random stuff that we should have added, but we just didn't. That's my only complaint.
I agree.
But
there's one more game I'm waiting on for like the improvement, and that's Xenoblade 3.
Oh yeah.
Feel like that game was very held back by the Switch's hardware. And I would love to see some type of like improvement for Xenoblade 3 because that game was great.
That'd be great. Our mutual friend C.com is very into that series. And
he loves that game.
I think he would agree with you. So we'll see. I didn't expect Donkey Kong to be like the next Switch 2 enhanced game, but it was. Someone asked me last week, what do I think it'll be? I forget what I even said, but I did not say Donkey Kong. So kudos to them, little 1-year anniversary action there. So that's cool. But Pear, we'll get to your bread and the butter. Our next segment, we got to talk about when do we predict Smash 6 is going to come out? There's so much mystery around it, whether it'll even come out, whether we're just going to get like Smash Ultimate enhancements and updates for the rest of our lives, or if we will get a Smash 6. Let's talk about it right now. Folks, the question that Nintendo will not answer, that we've all been asking, and they won't answer it because why would they right now, is when will the next Smash Bros. Game come out? I'm mixing up my little letters here. All right, so we last heard about Smash Bros. Ultimate in what? 2020, was it 3, right? With Sora?
Yeah, Sora was the last thing.
Okay. And since then, they've gone quite radio silent. Sakurai, who is like, the brains behind the series, he's gone off and made Kirby Air Riders. That's all done now. There's no DLC coming for that, they announced. If there's a time to speed up development on Smash 6, the time is now. Pear, let's talk. You're the Smash expert. I know Smash, but not as well. Let me pose the question to you, the title of the podcast, all this stuff. Give me your spiel on Smash 6. When do we think it'll come out?
All right. So, my prediction is this year. I think
really?
I think it'll get announced in the summer and then come out in like November.
Okay. I see.
But here's my thing, man. They need to sell Switch 2s.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of games that are console sellers, but Smash is one of those games.
Mm-hmm.
Top 3. I think it was, Melee was #1 sold on GameCube. Ultimate was like top 3 on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Smash sells, man. I feel like if they want to get some, I feel like there's still a group of people who have a Switch. They haven't bought the Switch 2 yet because they're kind of waiting for maybe one more game. I feel like Smash 6 would be that one more game.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. It's also been I believe, the longest gap in between Smash games. It's been 8 years.
Yep.
Since Ultimate came out in 2018. And I don't know if you know this, but Wii U to Ultimate only took 4 years.
Right, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I count it, though, because if you played Smash 4, like Smash Wii U, it almost feels too, like, similar in a way, if that makes sense.
I agree, but
yeah.
You got to think how many characters they added.
Right, that's the big part of it. You're right.
Here's the thing. I feel like Ultimate was already extremely polished.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you don't change it much if you're going to Smash 6, unless you're doing what I would love, and that is a reboot of the series.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So this goes back into what I said earlier. I think Mario's moveset is horrendous, bro. I think it could be completely overhauled. He could have like different power-ups for different moves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't forward smash? He turned into an elephant for a second,
Right.
And I think that might be what they're doing. They might be downsizing the cast. They might be having a quality of moveset thing, and maybe even hopefully a return to like some type of story mode. That might be copium, though.
No, I would love that. My only thing though, like for the characters, like for the roster size, like everyone's saying, "Oh, what can you do? Like you're gonna add more characters." I wouldn't be shocked if they do, dude. I wouldn't be shocked if like there's more character, because if you look at Mario Kart World or even like the upcoming Mario Tennis Fever, this whole new like Nintendo game thing seems to be, we're adding more characters than ever before. Like Mario Kart World, Mario Tennis, like any game that has characters so far has had more than ever. Kirby Air Riders. Is it possible, or is this copium that Smash could like already beat Smash Ultimate Day 1? It's hard to do. I'm just like, is there any chance?
It's hard to do. And here's the thing. Some people argue, well, it's called Ultimate. Like, how do you top Ultimate? I think it was titled Ultimate because it was bringing all the old characters together. You know, it's the first Smash game where there's no one missed out on. I think if they do a Smash 6, they I think some people will get left out, but it could be a bigger roster still.
Yeah. I could see them
tough.
adding a bunch of Nintendo character. Like, bro, I wouldn't be shocked if the cow makes an appearance. I wouldn't be shocked.
True.
And then maybe like all the third party stuff, you know, your Steve, your Banjo, all that sort of stuff can be added in DLC the exact same way as Smash Ultimate was. Maybe that. But sorry, I want to go back to what you said your release date timeline. This summer and then releasing in like November or so. So like the June Direct maybe. Is what
June Direct. June Direct reveal, crazy reveal, and then it's like, oh, coming out this year. Everyone freaks out.
Right.
Let me buy a Switch 2 before they sell out.
Right. And they have to be working on it because, like, as you perfectly put it, it sells. Like it has to be coming at some point.
Yeah.
We don't have a major game lined up after Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong. There's talks of a 3D Mario this year. I don't know. I don't know. I won't believe that game even exists until I see it. And then Smash is like another big one. And then Mario Maker, I'd say. Those are like the big three. Like one's got to happen this year. I don't know what else you can do. One of those has got to happen this year. Smash is not a bad guess. I could see it though. I feel like it'd be announced in the February Direct. I see that a little more though.
Hey, if that happens, I'm not complaining.
Oh yeah,
better.
It's earlier, so we'll take it,
man.
But yeah, they have nothing lined up for like the second half. So
I think the only other big game this year is Gen 10. I guess we'll say allegedly, because we technically don't know about it.
Right, but that's probably gonna happen. Me and C-Dot did our like predictions, and I said no Gen 10, but looking back, that's so stupid. Like that was so stupid of me to say.
Nah, they're doing Gen 10.
I cited the reason being like, I just don't, and it's just so stupid looking back. I like cringe when I rewatch it. I was like, I don't feel like we're close to a Gen 10. Like it doesn't feel like we're close. I feel like when Gen 9 came, I felt like we were close and we were definitely going to get a game that year. And now I just feel like we're not close. I look back at that answer and I cringe now. We'll probably get it this year. How do you think it looks? So like those are probably going to compete then, huh?
All right, here's my thing. I think Gen 10 is happening. And I think Pokemon, like, okay, I've always been a little bit of a Pokemon defender. I feel like people overhate Pokemon. And I feel like it's actually going to be Game Freak listens, right? They even though it doesn't seem like they do, I feel like they do. I feel like Gen 10 is going to be great because it's their 30th anniversary game. I feel like they're going to go all out.
Right.
I think they could compete. Like some people are like, "Oh, what do you get for Christmas? Do you get Smash or Pokemon?" Yeah. But I feel like most people, dude, that is crazy because those both sell so much.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could compete, but I feel like you get two cakes. That's also
right.
I'd take both.
I'm checking right now. Pokemon. Okay, no. So I was gonna say Pokemon Sword and Shield released in 2018, but no, it didn't. It released in 2019. I was gonna say that wouldn't be the first time that they've competed, but I guess those were a year apart. I don't know. It's hard to see. Both are gonna sell systems. Do you think Pokemon though would be more of a priority? Because I feel like Pokemon moves systems. I don't know what it is about that. Do you think they're in more of a rush? And it's obviously two separate people working on these two different games. Do you think they're more in a rush to release the next Pokemon or the next Smash?
Those are my two babies, bro.
Yeah.
I love those are my two favorite franchises. I'd say I think they're in a rush to definitely do Pokemon because they like to do. Seems like they take their time with Smash a little more. Technically they don't have to release Smash this year, right?
Right.
But I feel like with the 30th anniversary thing, I think Pokemon loves doing anniversary stuff. I think they're gonna drop it. I'm actually thinking, could this be like the GOAT year of video games? If they do Smash 6, Gen 10, GTA 6.
Oh,
Persona 4 remake. That game is peak.
Like, this could be good.
This could be a good year.
Maybe. But say Smash 6 does not get announced or released this year. Does your prediction change to, all right, it's coming next year for sure? Or are you maybe like, we may not be as close as I thought we were, 2028?
If it doesn't come this year, it's next year. And then if it's not next year, then bro.
So it's soon.
Where are we?
Yeah.
It's gotta be. I hope.
Gotcha.
I hope. Here's the thing, man. I feel like you can kind of tell when games kind of start to lose interest. Like Ultimate viewership has obviously been down ever since. Like I'd say when Sora got released, that was like the peak, right? Mm-hmm. And then it started to go downhill. I feel like Smash. Not only would it be good to have a game, I feel like Smash community kind of needs something new right about now. Mm-hmm. Like we'll take the announcement and then we can milk that until the game comes out.
Right. Do you think that there's any chance they just listen? I know the backlash it'll bring, but is there any shot that you think this next Smash game is just, hey, we're gonna make a Switch 2 version of Smash Ultimate? It's gonna have crazy new stuff, new characters, new story. Would you be cool with that? And do you think it might happen?
I would be, obviously I would get it. I would be a little disappointed because like I would love a new experience. And I feel like Smash Ultimate like missed some things. Like there weren't trophies, there wasn't events. World of Light was like, it was okay. It wasn't no subspace. If they added that stuff back in, I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
But part of me would be a little disappointed still.
Right. And if we got that, there's no Smash game coming for a long time. They're just going to keep working on the Switch 2 edition, and that's it. So I hope that's not the case. I think that you need a new... Because, bro, Pear, listen, if they do the thing where they make the Switch 2 edition and the top half is Smash Ultimate cover, and then the bottom half is like the DLC on like the box art, and the bottom is that stupid description, I'm gonna lose it. If I see that on shelves in 3 years at Target, I'm gonna lose it. I'm not having this Smash Switch 2 edition. Nothing.
Nah, because Smash always has great box art too. Like,
I know.
You can't ruin it.
Now that would ruin it. I mean, that's not the biggest deal in the world, but I just think you're dropping the ball if you do a Switch 2 edition. Like, that's not going to sell as well as if you made a brand new game. And that's obvious. I think the next step is to make a new game, release it, put it out. And that's probably what they're doing. Our topic is, when do we think it'll release? You say this year. I guess I didn't really give my take.
Yeah, I want to hear your take, man. Be honest.
I meant
if you disagree, it won't hurt my feelings.
When I said it could be shown off this February, I was thinking like if it were to come out this year, it'd be then. I see it more next year. I see it next year. But like I don't fully like disagree with your line of thought though, because I feel like if they put it out next year, you're kind of dropping the ball a little bit. Like I feel like that's just a little, it's not even late in the Switch 2's life. That's year 2 still. I mean, it depends when, but that just seems for like a top 3 best-selling game on the Switch. I feel like you want that out a little bit sooner, and this year would be the time, like almost same timing as Smash Ultimate. I think it makes sense this year. I just see it next year because I feel like everything that we want nowadays, like Mario Wonder, next 3D Mario, obviously. Everything's just taking longer than like we want it to, and it has in the past. The next Animal Crossing, like everything's just taking way longer. I don't know what it is or what their systems look like. So it makes sense for it to be this year. I would love for it to be this year, but I just see it next year. Everything these days needs like an extra year or two for whatever reason, The
reason I think this year is like you said, we don't have a big first party game announced or planned because like Gen 10, obviously that's Game Freak. Like that's going to sell, but that is Game Freak. And then like, I don't think 3D Mario's coming because Odyssey team was working on Bonanza and then like they could have been, working on 2 games, but 3D Mario, those are great games and they don't pump those out fast.
Right.
I don't think they'll do any Zelda. I don't think that we got, obviously not Metroid. Obviously, no Kirby. So like I don't know what's left. I think it's either Smash or some type of. I really hope it's not Animal Crossing. I mean, Animal Crossing is great, but like
I love Animal Crossing. Watch how you talk about that series.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I love Animal Crossing is great, but I feel like we need Smash right now, man.
Yeah. No, I would love it. I'd buy it day one. I'd be there for it. We're gonna get a bunch of new amiibo. Oh, it's gonna be great though. It's gonna be great. I'll take it.
Nah, bro. Arms 2. That's what they're planning on.
Not
releasing.
3-4 Switch sequel to 1-2 Switch. Actually,
Oh yeah.
It's what's gonna be releasing. If 3-4 Switch gets made, I'm gonna lose it. But anywho, folks, Smash 6. You heard it here. Pear thinks this year. I think next year. So combined effort, it's gonna be sometime in the next 2 years. Look forward to it. But aside from that, let's get to our next segment, the Q&A segment where Pear and I answer your questions you asked us. Let's go ahead and let's get to it. My friends, you have made it to the question block segment where Pear and I answer your questions you asked us. If you want to ask a question to me on the podcast, there are a bevy of ways to do so. Number one, you can join the Discord server link down below and ask questions in the podcast questions channel. Super simple. 2, you can email mariomatterquestions@gmail.com. Very fun way to do that. Or you can comment on YouTube or Spotify. Those are great ways to ask questions, and we have them here. And we're going to start off with SF Mando 12 from Spotify, who asks, "Hey Max, question: if you could have one video game item from any franchise, what would that be and why?" Pear, I'll start with you.
All right, I got 2 answers.
Okay.
Number 1 is simple, Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, because it's the aura, bro. The aura.
Sure. I'm not familiar with the Final Fantasy stuff. I'm a little Nintendo boy.
So
I'm going to trust you. Yeah.
The Buster Sword is like a really, really big sword.
Okay. That's great to have.
I kind of want to send you a photo because it's like.
Sure.
Okay, here's a photo of some guy who made like a IRL Buster Sword.
Let's see. Oh, I'll put it on screen. This is nuts. That'd be great to have. Huge. Self-defense. And
in those little circles, you can put materia, which are like the magic of the game. And you can use like spells. So it's like you can cast fire and then hit people. I feel like that's sick.
Yeah. What would I take? Bro, I'd probably take that freaking Mario flower power up that we were talking about from earlier, where he throws the flowers, bro. I'd be a pro gardener. No, let me think.
Oh, wait, I said 2, right?
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah, I did say I have 2. Oh, my second one is just the home run bat from Smash.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I would love to hit people.
That'd be great. Boom. In games. So I feel like Smash items are going to be where it's at. Because it just gives you a lot of extra advantage. I don't even know what I'd say. I'm looking around at like my amiibo, like
there's
what
gotta
do
be
these
one,
people
bro.
have? No, there has to be something. I don't know.
What about
This
like
is
golden
tough.
hammer? Would you take the golden hammer?
I don't want any weapons. I don't know something.
Okay.
I don't want no one's weapons. I'll just take like, well, in-game item that can be anything. I'm gonna go Animal Crossing, and I would love to have. Nothing
fish.
crazy. Nothing crazy. I just want a bag of bells. I want it to be signed by Tom Nook. Is that too much to ask for? Can I ask for that?
That's great. That's a great answer, bro.
And I'll put it in a display case. I don't need no flower power, fireball, hammer. I just want a little collector's piece. That's all I want. That's all I want.
All right, third answer. Sorry, but big nugget from Pokemon. I'm just gonna sell it and live a happy life.
Great. Okay, perfect. You can be very well off. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Next, I hate when I bring Discord questions because like their usernames are yellow, which is my mistake, and I cannot read them. But I have it on my phone. Macerstar243 asks, have you played Among Us? And if so, do you think it's cool and fun? Cool and fun. All right, Pear, lay it on us.
Dude,
Thoughts on Among Us?
Recently I've actually gotten into way more Among Us. I've been playing a lot of Among Us, and they've added some pretty cool roles like Shapeshifter or Viper. You can like turn the bodies into acid and they like disintegrate.
Whoa.
That's new. I'm not gonna lie, the game is very fun. I love Among Us, bro. It's great. I hope it revives somehow.
Man, I played that back when it was big, like, 2020 time.
Yeah.
There was nothing better than running Among Us. Bro, my whole family was on it. Like my dad, who doesn't play games like ever, was playing Among Us. Like, we were in. I think it's fun. I'm more familiar with the old Among Us though than any of the new Among Us. I'm just not tapped in. I think Among Us is fun. Like, the core game. What's like the main map called? Oh my god, what's it called? The
Polis, Skeld.
Is it Polis? Is that what it's called?
I think it's Skeld.
Skeld. Yeah, right. Skeld. That sounds right. Just that map, simple, basic Among Us. I always loved it. I was not good at like being the imposter because, bro, I would have to like put a blanket over my head like whenever we played like in person Among Us, like with my family. I'd be smiling so hard, like it was just awful. I was not a good imposter. The game's fun. The last playing that I did with Among Us was at PAX East last year. They let us try Among Us VR. Now that's cool.
Oh,
that's cool,
dude.
Oh, sorry, it wasn't VR. It was VR, right? That's what it's called.
VR 3D.
3D. Sorry, 3D. Because we did not play VR. 3D is what I meant. Whatever that was. That was. Well, I think it can be played in VR, but I don't know if it was called VR or if it was just 3D. Whatever it was, that was
me and my friends have also played that one too. That one's so fun.
Yeah, that one's cool. So yeah, I'm an Among Us enjoyer. I am indeed. I enjoy it. Next up, this question just came in. Think Gondor asks, "Hey Max, I have been recently thinking about creating a YouTube channel about Nintendo. I was thinking about naming it Thinktendo. Do you think the name is good, and what is your best advice for me starting a channel?" I more so, Pear, want to tap into like the advice part for the new creators, because I don't know if you know this, you are most subscribed to guest.
Whoa, really?
Yes, you are, and then I think below you is Zach Scott Games, and I don't know who comes next, but probably Dan or something. So you are most subscribed to. This is an achievement. This is cool. But advice for any new creators out there.
Yeah, so genuine thing in the best, like, if I can only give one line, I always say this: make content that you would genuinely watch and you would enjoy in your free time, because like that's like the best sign of quality. I always say like it's okay to make content for your audience once you have found an audience. But when you're starting out, make content for yourself. Don't make content for an audience that doesn't exist yet.
Right.
So yeah. And also, make genuine content too. There's no like shortcut to success, and if you do find a shortcut, it will not work in the long run.
Right. You can't fake it. You can't
fake it, man. Be yourself. Find what you're good at. And find what you're bad at and improve on that, and use your strength to your advantages. Like, I think I'm funny, so I always try to like add some humor in my content.
Yep. For sure.
Like if you're like Max, you're insane at editing. You can have really good editing in your videos, dude. Whenever I watch your shorts, like your hooks, they're always so well edited. I'm like,
Thank you,
this
man.
is great.
Wait, how so? Because I'm curious. Is it like the extra footage that we add, or like what is it?
It's the keying with like, because I don't show my face, so it's always cool to see like when people key their body and they have like some like you would have like box art move behind your body.
Oh yeah, that stuff. Yeah, those videos. Yeah. Oh my god, I would cook, man. I don't know what it was inside of me that would make those videos. Yeah.
Find what you're good at, man, and lean into that and use that as your skill. And good luck.
I like it. I get asked this a lot, so I'm gonna like just shoot with the piece of advice I've not really given before. I feel like as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and what you're making, if you're not, if you've been working at it for a while and you're not really seeing results yet, I feel like it's not about, I mean, it is, but like a lot of being successful on YouTube is not, oh man, I have to make the best videos and I have to do this. And I have to make sure that my descriptions, my thumbnail. That's a big part of it and that's great. But a lot of it is just being able to eat crap for 5 years, but not expect anything to come from it. That's like the biggest part that no one wants to go through. And I shouldn't talk that way because I didn't have to eat crap for that long. It was more like 2.5 years. So who am I to even say that? I'm just saying like expect to not have anything happen for a long time and be able to still stick with it and be consistent. That's what I think a lot of people need to hear, unfortunately. It sucks, but I think it's something that you have to go in expecting, even if, like us, it's not that long. Go in expecting it, is my advice to anyone starting out.
Yes.
Not too bad. Good luck to everyone listening who took something from that, and I wish you all the best on your YouTube journey. Final question. The Gob guy asks, if you had to choose, let's make it 3. If you had to choose 3 Nintendo characters to delete, who would you choose and why?
Ooh. 3 Nintendo characters to delete.
I gotta think. It's interesting because like you would probably just pick 3 random characters like you just don't care about. But the problem is you don't know that those characters exist because you don't care about them. So it's a tough question, you know?
It is. It really is. Ooh.
I don't even know what I'd say. I just picked like 3 random Animal Crossing villagers. I don't know.
This is tough.
I have one in mind that's like pretty mainstream. She can go. I think
Sheik?
she. She. I didn't say the name yet. That'll be.
Oh, I was like, Sheik. What's Sheik?
That'll be revealed in a second. Sheik's fine. I got one in mind. Who do I just hate? Who do I just dislike? Here we go. There's 2. She's fine. Why are they all she's, Max? Come on, stop.
All right, I know who. I'm doing 3 Smash characters that I hate fighting against. Sorry, Sora, you gotta go.
Okay.
Sora sucks, bro. I think we can get rid of Mithra from Xenoblade 2. Very annoying. I guess we'll keep Pyra because I don't want to use the other one on her. And who else do I hate fighting? See, I would say Snake, but I love Metal Gear Solid. So
right, so it's a tough one.
And I can't get rid of Sonic. Sonic music, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a banger.
Mm-hmm.
So who is annoying and also has a game that I don't care about? Oh, I got it. I'm sorry, Fire Emblem fans, but 3 houses gotta go. I'm getting rid of Byleth.
Okay, gotcha. Not bad picks. I think Sora can go. I'm in support. Not fun to fight, but that won't be my pick. So I have 2 definitely in mind. I can think of one more. I'm gonna catch smoke for this.
Oh,
Birdo can go.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Really? Okay, great. Okay, I'm glad that we agree on that because not everyone does. Birdo can go. I don't know if you know this next character, kind of niche. The bug dude in Animal Crossing, Flick. That guy can go.
I don't know.
Not my favorite. Not my favorite guy. And I can come up with one more. This is a tough question because I don't want to get rid of these people because I like them. Who do I dislike? I don't know if there's any more Mario characters I don't like.
Talking Flower?
Nah, he's cool. He's a charming fella. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna Google Nintendo characters and then just pick one that I don't like. All right, let's go. Here's a big picture. Sorry, I'm trying not to get canceled here by saying the wrong one. Dude, I don't know. This is tough. I don't know. I'm looking at them all.
What about Hammer Bro? They're pretty annoying.
Nah, but he's a cool guy. I think
them.
he just lost his path, so he turned evil in life. But I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. Let's go.
What about that? What about Big Fish? Big purple fish from World 4.
Oh, he can go. Or
Let's
those purple cheeps. Oh, they can go. All right, they're out. Thank you. That was a great suggestion.
That's a
Those
great
guys
one.
can go. Those purple ones that follow you and the one that jumps at you, gone. I'm sorry, you're out. Thank you for that. I was struggling over here. Alrighty, those 3 for both of us. Pear, thank you very much for joining us, folks. That is it for the Mario Matter episode 176. I appreciate you joining, Pear. The floor is yours. If you want to plug any socials, any upcoming projects, whatever you got going on, plug away. The floor is yours.
All right. Well, first off, thank you for having me. I had a ton of fun.
Of course, man.
Subscribe to RoyalPear on YouTube. That's my only plug. And yeah, I've had a ton of fun.
Heck yeah. We will put all of his links down below. I'm glad that we got to do this. Folks, I will see you all next Saturday for even more Nintendo goodness. See you all then. Adios.